Coach, we're ready. So if you could maybe just start us off, opening statement, thoughts on the game.
I'm very proud of this team. I'm very proud of the fight. I think the theme is it's a very, very resilient group, and got to see that on full display, like answering back after going down 6 against a very good team. Just so cool. It's so fun to watch them play. It's so fun to be in our dugout. And so I'm sad about the result because I don't want it to be over, and I think that's a huge testament to this group of people, and just the culture that we built. So proud of them.
When Brielle came off, I mean, it was like a true hero's welcome, right? Not just from you, but from the dugout. And I mean, it just felt like such a great moment. You know, maybe if you could share a little bit, like what goes into a moment like that people don't see, that culminates to something public like that.
It has nothing to do with the pitcher that she is, I'll tell you that. It has everything to do with the person. This kid is rock solid. She is a dog. She is a workhorse. She is as tough as they come. And she puts her body and her spirit on the line for her team every day. And that's why you get that response. Is a very special person to our team, special person to me. So, yeah, I'm glad she got to have that moment and that welcome.
And Camryn, it wasn't just coach. You know, when she got past coach into the dugout, it was just the player version of the same thing. I mean, maybe your perspective on what Brielle is to Princeton softball.
Yeah, I can't really say enough about her impact on the game and, like, to the specific team. I mean, from the minute we stepped on campus, being a freshman, to sitting here right now, like, she has been an absolute game changer for me and for every single person, like, personally. Like, she will make connections with you, and, like, every single person has a different way of talking about Brielle, and they're all in the most amazing way. And I mean, to be such a rock solid pitcher and to have such an amazing presence, like, as a person, is such a rare thing to find. And it's so incredible that, you know, I've had such an amazing experience, and, like, I am fired up and powered for the next couple of years because I had the privilege of playing with somebody like Brielle.
You know, as a freshman, you come in and champions of the Ivy League, and you kind of see, you know, what it takes to be there. What is your takeaway now as you move it forward and your career continues?
Honestly, to keep doing what they're doing. I mean, something's going right, obviously. The seniors have put such an incredible blueprint up for us. And I'm so excited to see what more we can do and how far we can go. And I know that the seniors and the upperclassmen this year would say the same. Like, they know how far we can go and the steps that we can keep taking. But honestly, our culture is impeccable, and that's built by our seniors. And I think if we stick with that route, then, I mean, who knows what the next few years can hold.
Brielle, there's probably just a lot of emotions. Are there any that come to the fore? Like specific emotions that?
Yeah, I think it's bittersweet. I think I left it all out there on the field today. I knew, you know, if this was going to be our last day, which, you know, I wasn't going in thinking that, but if it was going to be our last day, that I wouldn't hold anything back, that I was going to empty the tank. And just gratitude for the people that I got the privilege to play with, for the coaches I had the privilege to play for. Camryn said that it's the seniors that laid the blueprint, but I have to disagree. It's the coaches. It goes from the top down. I think they set an incredible tone and culture, and I am so glad I was able to inherit that in my 4 years here.
The Princeton softball program that you walked into years ago, to the Princeton softball program that you just, you know, played your last game for, you know, what has that looked like, and how do you feel like maybe that you've gotten a chance to put your stamp on the program?
Yeah, when I joined the team, it was an interesting atmosphere because the upperclassmen had a couple seasons taken away from COVID-19, and so they were playing very free for the love of the game, and that's what I inherited early on as a freshman was, you know what, yeah, this is a game at the end of the day. Let's have fun. And now I think we still do that as a team. We still like to have fun. But we know, like, our ceiling is so high, and I don't think we've hit it yet. And so I'm excited to see the years to come what Princeton softball can do.
Proud of what you left behind?
Yes. I am so proud of the freshmen this year that stepped up. Like Camryn today had an incredible day. The sophomores that are just the light of the day, just super fun, super funny, and gritty as well. And the junior class, they have set a really good tone as leaders on the team, and they're going to be amazing as seniors next year.
Drew, Andrew, unless you guys have anything else?
Camryn, you hit your first collegiate home run in the NCAA tournament against Stanford. Had a big day after getting the start at first base. What does that do for you as you head into the offseason and then into your sophomore season?
Yeah, that moment meant a lot to me personally and like for the team. So I think that the biggest thing is knowing that that is a culmination of a lot of work in progress, basically, and it all came together in the right moment. And the conversations that I was able to have with my teammates and my coaches before the game and throughout the season is 100% the only reason I was able to go up there and do what I did. If I'm not a part of this team and I don't have the coaching staff that I have, I'm not sure I'm as prepared as I was. And I think that that is the biggest thing that I'll be taking into the seasons to come is I have such a blessing to be able to play for a program that I'm truly proud of and to be able to play for, in my opinion, the best coaching staff in the country is such a blessing. And I think that moving forward is going to be what I build on. I'm going to take as much information as I can and build on what I did today and hope that, I can keep pulling together for my team.
Lisa, every year you say goodbye to a class of seniors that were contributors. The junior class heading in their senior year, so many contributors in that class. You have an almost unprecedented run in league history going. Tough to think about right now with today being the last day of this season, but you have to be hopeful going forward about what the team brings back.
Yeah. It's such a journey every year, and these guys evolve. I think that's one of the most beautiful parts of what I get to do is there's the softball, but the human development, the people that they become in this process, it makes me hopeful for the future. And every year is truly a journey, and it starts over, and each team is incredibly unique. And so I will be interested to see how we evolve in seasons to come because every group is so different, so unique, and putting those pieces together and watching them grow through that process and grow together. Jet said it yesterday, but one of the biggest differences, I think, in what we do is when things get hard, we turn toward each other. And if you watch that on full display today. And so we get to teach that over and over and over again. You don't run away from the hard things. You face them together. And this is what that looks like when that gets built and rebuilt every year.
So we've sat here and we've heard things about pride in what's been built. We've heard about excitement for the future. We've heard about, the resilience. These are all things that you probably take pride in hearing as a leader. Seems like maybe a good opportunity to just kind of put a bow on the whole thing and maybe just a closing statement, your thoughts on Princeton softball where it is now, this team, wherever you want to take it.
Yeah. There's a lot of incredible people behind the scenes of what gets put out on the field, and the families and the loved ones who came to support us, not just this weekend. We traveled incredibly well, but they have shown up for us all season long. And like, that's in person and other, right? That is a text after a game. That is a supportive phone call. That is an encouraging word. All of those things are happening in that circle right outside of our circle. And the staff and the amazing people who are affiliated with this program, they contribute to our culture and receive our culture. It's just a really special place, and it's a really special group. And I feel just blessed to be able to wear this, you know. I feel blessed that they let me get to do this, because it's been an amazing job that does not feel like a job. I just get to hang out with these guys and talk shop and be on the ball field together and be a part of their special moments too. So it's been an awesome ride.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.